Welcome to Fine Art Made Easy, Lesson 2, Part 1. Okay, let's look at the picture. So this is the painting, the first painting. This, of course, is just a simple cube, that's it. So why paint it? It is a basic shape for your first lesson. You can learn how to paint different values. You can learn how to paint shading. Let's go to materials. So an easel, table easel or large easel, doesn't matter. Flat filbert round and a soft blending brush. You can use any brush you want, of course, but you will need a blending brush. Artist quality oil paint if you can get it, or you can use acrylic paint, it doesn't really matter, but I recommend oil paints. And I use Winsor & Newton. Canvas or canvas board I don't use boards because it's very difficult to use, and the size is 20 by 30 centimeters. And before I do anything, before I even do my drawing, I prepare the canvas or canvas board with a mixture of titanium white and burnt sienna. And finally, I use liquid when I'm painting because it dries the paint more quickly, so it's dry for the next day. You can use any medium which dries the paint quickly. Okay. Let's go to the hues. Burnt umber, ultramarine blue, cerulean blue, cadmium yellow and titanium white. And now I'm going to show you how to do the mixes for the background, the foreground and the shadow. Okay, let's look at the colours. So we've got burnt umber, ultramarine blue, cadmium yellow, of course titanium white. Okay, so now let's mix the background values. Okay, so we use some burnt umber. And a bit of ultramarine blue. Of course, if you mix 50% and 50% of these two, or raw umber and ultramarine blue, you'll get a black, and that's how blacks are mixed. We don't use ivory black or lamp black. Okay, so let's mix this up a little bit now, and that's going to be that's basically way too dark, although it's actually maybe for the first layer it's okay. So we can use that one actually, but now do a slightly lighter one. A bit of titanium white this time. See how that goes. Try another value, a bit lighter this time. Okay, so dark, a little bit lighter and lighter still. Okay, we just keep it simple. And now we're going to do the foreground. Okay, so we'll start with a bit of burnt umber, I think, for this one. Let's pop that one there. With a bit of cadmium yellow. Not too much. mix that up. So a burnt umber, it's like an orangey yellow, really. Whereas raw umber would be more like a yellow. So if we had cadmium yellow, which is like an orangey yellow, it'd be slightly orangey. Okay, a little bit more than that. Cadmium yellow. Let's go for the titanium white. Quite a bit of titanium white now, I think. It's not bad. Okay, now I'm going to take this, I'll do one more value off of this one, a bit lighter. So this will be the main bit, but only a little bit lighter. Out there. Titanium white, a bit more titanium white. Just a smidgen of cadmium yellow because I don't want to lose the hue. Even lighter with that, I think. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's only the first layer, so it doesn't have to be 100% for this stage. Okay. So there should be two values there. But here, there's a shadow on the cube. So you have to be careful. This one's a bit more difficult. Now the shadow is, okay, I'm looking at it now. Definitely burnt umber. Definitely burnt umber there. It's a bit greyish, so I'm going to cool it down and add a bit of ultramarine blue just to cool it down. There's definitely some yellow in there. A bit of cadmium yellow. And it's not so dark, so I had some titanium white. Now let's see what I get with this. So it's too brownish. I'm going to add a bit of ultramarine blue just to cool it down a bit. It's a shadow, it shouldn't have too much colour. But that's definitely, it's still way too yellowish, so I'm going to go a bit more ultramarine blue. Okay, well, maybe a bit too much. Okay, that's okay. That's a bit better. That's it. So you just need to kill some of that hue to get it bright. Let's have a look. Not bad, not bad, not bad. It's just a little bit too dark. A little bit too dark. I'm just going to add a little bit more titanium white to this one. Just a little bit more titanium white. So look. Oh, that's bang on. That's bang on. That's almost bang on. You can't see, but I'm comparing this colour or this hue to the actual photo, so you can't see that. But that's how you do it. Okay. Now this is again. It's only the first layer, so it's going to add. So background, we'll go from left to right. So left dark, sort of a middle of the three tone, and slightly lightish because that's to do with the light. The foreground. This will be the main. This will be the main part of the foreground. It's a bit lighter near the shadow area, and this will be the shadow area. So thank you for watching. Please go to lesson 2, part 2.